These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Norv, aka Caparoni. I do agree if Iraq can find a way to build a diverse private sector economy, the dinar could rise substantially. Frank 26 says, in my opinion, that 2021 budget will bring forth the new exchange rate. Whether it's brought out with the budget or later, I don't know. I don't care. But it's impossible for that budget to do what it wants to do at that program rate. Right? Petra says their tax revenue people, what we call the IRS, are saying they're to begin implementation of 21% on taxes on the income of the citizens. Well, they can't do that at a program rate. There's no way. That to me goes back to a time issue that there is a time set in stone because they'll start generating more revenue from the taxes. They are positioned really strong. They just need to get this oil thing straight, and then I think we're off to the races. All right, Holly says I have confirmation from sources that have been quiet for some time that this week is our week. These people are highly credible, and I put my trust in them. Those that know me know I err on the side of caution and being conservative in my updates. From what I've heard, we are finally there. We are on the cusp of graduation. Right, Militiaman article quote wisdom suggests that the Minister of Finance will not be questioned for these reasons. There may not be a need to question him if what I see to be a key component of the reforms being on the table. The mechanism gets placed accordingly, there will be no need to question him, as the mechanism fixes the problem. Frank 26 says, in my opinion, on the 20th of May, the Fab Four finished with the Central Bank of Iraq. The Central Bank of Iraq, basically, it's your turn now. That's extremely close. That is an extremely long accomplishment that has been completed, and for the governor of the Central Bank of Iraq to actually come out on the 20th and actually say those same words, we have completed. What? This, and this. And all this is not for a program rate, not at all. Unpeg, it's your turn. RayRan98, some bank staff are reporting in Tuesday at 6 a.m., even though the banks don't officially open until 9 a.m. All right, Jeff says a lot of articles are coming out, are suggesting to us that Iraq still has a ways to go, still has not achieved stability at this time. Article quote, the United Nations called al-Kazimi to resign. Part of the reason for that is just go back to May 25th. The citizens demonstrated and protested because they don't have better lives. They don't have their social services entitlements. They're still living the same poor, crappy lives. They're not being taken care of. Going down to their level, Kazimi has not delivered those promises to them. Now the UN has intervened. They're asking for Kazimi to resign. All right, Frank 26, the Marshall Plan is something that is being applied right now to the Iraqi dinar. That's why it's pegged to the American dollar. They're going to rebuild themselves economically because they're about to raise the value going into Article 8. They have to unpeg themselves from the dollar and stop this 1460, go one-to-one with the American dollar. If you see the governor of the Central Bank of Iraq come out and talk about the unpegging of the American dollar to their currency, that would be good. If you see that they unpegged and didn't tell anybody, that would be really good. All right, Holly says, I was told it's time to be quiet. Just know we're there and it is set to happen this week. Let's let the process unfold. This is a transition, not a transaction. Never, ever give up. All right, Mark Z via PDK. I am very much in agreement with Holly that this is the time to be quiet. There's a lot of things you're not going to see right now because of security. What we have heard is there's a massive push to have the software portion, computer portion ready for June 1st. We don't know how it rolls out after that, but I have been told we are right here on the precipice. I've not heard anything is postponed, guys. The overwhelming intel I get right now is we have to be quiet. RayRan98 says all of our bank sources are planning on Tuesday to be their day of activity. Some bank staff are reporting to work on Tuesday as early as 6 a.m. in preparation for time will tell. Quote, communication lockdown will begin on Tuesday for some bank institutions. No cell phones, in house meals, etc. Some banks are contemplating invitation only exchange activity to test their systems. Treasury sources indicate live rates today, probably for testing. All right, lastly, Mark Z via PDK. There are more and more banking stories about June 1st. Over the weekend, there was a number of articles in Iraq saying it is time for them to make a serious change in their value. There are reports coming from the streets of around 70 cents to the dollar in Iraq on the dinar and then float it quickly. I can't prove this yet. I spent the weekend trying to get pictures of lower denominations. They're trying hard not to leak things right now. We just need a little more patience as we watch this roll out.